Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Skirmish. And we are back here in our Bree land here, and we've run into a bit of a disaster between episodes. While I was trying to build some new buildings in order to expand the town and make it look more lived in, I missed that there was a zombie apocalypse happening, and the zombies came in and wiped out the entire village population. So now I've got a bit of a ghost town here. So I had to decide, what am I going to do with all of this? I considered looking for another village. In fact, I did go all over the map trying to find another suitable village, and eventually found nothing that looked anything remotely like it was going to have a village there. So I am going to go back to building this. I should add a few stone buildings also, because the two original ones were stone. I'm going to go back around and continue along building the village and make it suitable for the skirmish. Let's face it, all the villagers are holed up inside during the skirmish anyway, so I suppose it will be a little bit appropriate. Now, of course, what am I going to do with all these buildings that I'm creating? I decided that I'm going to create separate little sheep pens for each of the buildings. I'm going to create a small wool shop in front. So displaying a banner showing the wool, type of wool sold, a little counter, a little chest where they'll keep the wool, and some dye for it. So appropriate stuff for black colored stuff, and I'll do this for each of the colors. So that will take some time in doing, but at least give me some sort of non-skirmish related goal to have with this area. Now this was just to lead some sheep into here, so I could take this down now. So that was I had some extra white wool. I said, alright, that's what I'll do for that. So here's some. I just created the one for the orange. I used the existing sheep farm for the white sheep here. And this house that used to be one of the NPC houses, I converted into my orange sheep area. So this is a nice new color here. But I might as well start shearing some sheep. Good. Now I will need a chest here. Actually, I could think of this almost as a counter, so therefore a good place to put a chest. Now, as for the chests, probably get them from here, because let's face it, this place has too many chests for its new purposes. Because before I was thinking of this as a general house, but let's face it, I don't need another general house in this area. Ooh. I've got one single block here. Let's get rid of that block. Alright, I'll get rid of that block and grab a chest. So I can put a chest right here. And this is where I could put my orange dye and my orange wool. Perfect. I hope. And that will take care of that. So I could do that all over the place. And I need a banner for this. After I'm creating banners for each of the areas. Normally I'd be... Of course, I have some... Actually, I have to wait till I have enough orange wool. Because right now I have only 5. Well... Actually, I better go outside and see if I've got any... Sometimes the wool grows pretty fast. Oh, that's the white wool. Alright. Have to remember where everything is here. Wait. Oh boy, I get turned around very quickly. What is it? Alright, here we go. Oh no, I can never tell it's a sheep coat because whenever you shear a sheep, it grows out. But as soon as I get my 6th wool, I could either just dye one of these, or try to just wait for the sheep wool to grow back. Probably wait for the wool to grow back since that's more. I only have one dye left, and if I find another sheep to add to the area, I'd want to. Ah, there it is. Finally, he grew it back. All right, let's see. There we go. Now we've got 6. Fill up in here 6 wool because we need the banner and the stick. I got plenty of blue wool. I guess I should do a blue. I was avoiding doing a blue wool shop for now, simply because I have so much blue wool. I'm going to need some wood. Let's get some sticks. Where is this? Oh yeah, that extra block that I put down here. Actually, that extra block could come in handy. Yes. No, it won't be because I need... You need 2 in order to make sticks. Yes. Silly. Alright, well, then let's get some. Let's use it. Alright. Alright, now we've got some sticks. We've got this. We've got some... this. So let's put a stick here. Oh, let's create a banner. I know, it's a very simple banner. I'll worry about complex banners later on. And I just put on front of each shop the color of the wool. Maybe stick something in it and use that as a background later on. Maybe put a sheep on it or something like that. But that'll be for another time. Alright, good. I'm out of orange wool, but this... well, I'll have to go through and pick it up. But that's what I am doing around here, is essentially creating all these little wool shops. Oh. Oh, they have... yeah, alright, good. Perfect. Of course, that means I'm out of grain now. Oh, well. Now what I've done here is I've harvested this and I've put some grain here and replanted potatoes there. So that's a little bit of each of there. Because I am going to need more grain, I think. Because right now this is just not cutting it. In fact, I might turn this into a into a pumpkin farm, since I've got plenty of pumpkins. And I can do it that way, turn that into grain and potatoes, maybe a little bit more farms here or there I can do. So that's what I'm planning to do with the town, and that's why I could turn the whole thing into a nice center area. Well, if I'm not going to have villagers, I might as well at least have a place where I could set up shop as one of my home areas. And I think it'll work out nice and well. It'll be a bit empty, but sometimes those NPCs can get annoying anyway, so maybe it's not going to be a complete loss. Alright, let's... Alright, just get a little bit of sand here. Because sand could always come in handy for glass and the like. I don't know why they built this thing on top of sand. I don't know if that's intentional or if just an accident. But I think this would be a great source of sand for glass. Uh-oh! but it's also a source of water. Oh boy, it does. It's like, of course, there's water under the pump. Oh, silly, silly, silly pine leaf. Alright, there we go. Alright. I think that's enough sand. Let me get this back in. Alright, no more sand grabbing from here. Whoops. Of course, while I'm all doing this, it turns into night. Okay, time to get some sleep. Alright. Good. Now that this is all nice and patched up, and I've got some nice sand that I can coal, sand, sand, sand. Good. Red dye. Okay, let's see. This is where I've got my meat so far. That's right. I can always resort to cooking that and eating that if I run out of bread. I should all remember that. Good. And what I want to do is put my... Okay, I've got some wood here. Ah. And plenty of saplings and... Right. I've forgotten all that I've had in this place. Ah, yes, graveling. So I can finish up the road system here. Good. Alright, some little things to remember. What I wanted to do is to find a suitable... Oh, actually, I wanted those fence posts. Alright, that'll be good, because I need to go out, collect some wood, get some fence posts. Oh, pork chops. Let's put the pork chops in here. Alright, I'll put the colors of wools that I don't already... Yeah, that's what I'll do, is I will put this here, put the appropriate dyes here, and hold on to that there. So some wool and some dyes. I think that's all I brought with me. Actually, the orange wool belongs inside the shop. And that's just to tide me over until I get the appropriate shop for each of them. That's it for that. Good. Let's go back into the orange shop. I know it's a spread out way of getting organized, but I thought that we could do this whole thing about having all these specialty shops. It won't be the most convenient way of handling things, but it will at least make it more of a village by having all these things, and at least having some purpose for each of the buildings. Right. So what next? I think next I'm going to have to build another farm area, because only one source of grain is not cutting it. So I can build another. So I'll build another house and make some grain for that. That'll be plenty of stuff to help me for my sheep breeding program. So that's what I am up to. I have started this road here, which is the other one. This is going to go to the south gate here. I'm going to have to clear this out. I'm just going to have to level this hill here so I could turn that into an entrance and have my wall on for the start of the skirmish. Now I'm going to need a town hall. I was thinking of building one of those right here, right next to the fountain, since that's where we're going to be going for the skirmish. Good. And that'll make things. And that take care of that, and that means the prancing pony will then go up right here. And I'm sure that's the build a lot of you would like to see. So I'll need to start making my plans for this, because I want to make sure I have a nice plan for it before I actually go and implement it. So in the next episode, what I will be doing is, well, probably between episodes I'll finish up this road, probably build a few more shops here and there. I'll also start making my plans for the prancing pony and see if I'm ready to lay a foundation for that. And we'll see you next time to see how much did I actually accomplish in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays Minecraft Skirmish.